Well, I was going to give you an update on Rahgo, but, you know, it's fucking raining. You're going to have to just wait a minute.
All around me are familiar faces.
The dogs are just like, fuck that, I ain't going out there. It's pissing down. Hey Zay. Are you a good boy? Are you a good doggo? You good doggo. Watch out, mate. Fuck. Hello everybody. This shitty fucking weather. I'm actually wearing a jumper and a jacket, which is unheard of in Australia, but it's that fucking cold that I have to. Right, so today's an update on Rahgo, the $50 Rahgo. A bit more than $50 now, I guess, but you know, it adds up. Still worth it, still a bargain. Recently underwent a full facelift on her using a YR21 Town Ace front bar. The factory corner lights modified to suit some Japanese star LED indicators, because why not? And some MS65 crown headlights, and I have to say it looks pretty fucking cool. So it actually turned out alright. The star indicators was sort of like a last minute shit, I need some side indicators. So that's I had those lying around, which were originally meant for my Toyota pet truck, but I thought, no, they'll look pretty cool there, and they do. Sorry, you're probably going to get lots of fucking wind noise in this video, which sucks because the weather's fucked today, but yeah, I did have the filler panel here, which I'll put a photo up now to show you, but I'm not entirely happy with how it looks with that filler panel. I actually think it looks better without it, so now I'm thinking of making up a panel to fit in here, goes from headlight to headlight, and fits much nicer. The original plan was to fit something like fog lamps or something in between the original trim that goes between the headlights and the headlights, but I don't know, I like the idea of just filling in this whole space here. It's going to look way better. The bumper is off of a YR21 Town Ace, which wasn't bolt-on like I assumed, and I should stop assuming shit like that. I had to hack the front off of this van and basically graft the front end from the Town Ace onto here, the chassis rails. So it was a big job. It took heaps longer than originally thought. I did think this bumper would just bolt straight on, and fuck, I've never been so wrong in my life. And then I welded on the mounts for the headlights. Two factory mounts on the outsides of the headlights actually lined up perfectly, and I just had to weld in some inside ones, and they fit pretty nicely. And on the corner lights, I had to just do a temporary thing here, cutting it, and of course, you know, I'm thinking about taking these out and fiberglassing the whole piece, so it's just a nice smooth piece, and having the star indicator there. Or the other option is to actually take these out and fill in this whole panel with sheet metal and respray the fenders. So I have a few options. I've just not decided at the minute. But so far I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. Just need to finish off that centre bit, put some angry eyelids on it, make it look a bit more aggressive. Yeah, so that's the facelift. Now the other thing is I actually pulled the... Oh. Hey buddy. You're keen to get in here. Probably because it's fucking cold. Yeah, it's a mess in here. I've not cleaned up yet. But the other thing I got my hands on is this motor with only 180,000 on it. So this is an EFI 3Y. I'll be able to get rid of my 3YC in my van. I think it's a C. I don't remember actually. Basically carburetted. It's carburetted. It's gutless. I've tried making it more potent, you know, advancing the timing, running 98 and fucking exhaust system and shit. It just doesn't work. It's a gutless motor. The carby's shit. So I'm going to go EFI. I pulled the whole loom, the whole body loom out of that Town Ace to go along with this in the installation. So that way I can have all the luxury shit too, like electric windows. It even has electric curtain rails, which I thought was ridiculously unnecessary, but I'm going to do it. That's going to be fucking mad. But yeah, so that's the 3Y. Now the other thing I should probably update everybody on is this this sliding door mod that I had on the page, Noob Auto Parts Facebook page, right? The original door had a big fucking dent in it, so I thought if I pull it out and put this door in, it'll be much nicer. This one's got, you know, a couple marks here, but it's not a big caved in dent, so it looks a bit cleaner on the side now. It's not so fucked. Eventually I've got to put the chrome handles on the front doors to match the Town Ace one, and it needs a wash, but yeah, the mod I did. I'll try to do this one-handed. Okay, so the issue you have with vans, naturally, is the Sapphire, can you move? Thank you. Is the door hits the wheels if you have wide wheels, and I eventually want to go wider and I want to run some flares because it'll look fucking sick. But yeah, the issue is it's going to hit, obviously. So what's with the fucking, what's your fascination with my fucking van? Guys, can you fuck off? Sapphire, off. Thank you. Right. Sorry about that. So yeah, naturally the issue is the sliding door is going to hit the flares. No doubt about it. So I actually have this system that I've come up with, which overall is basically finished. I've just got to, I've strengthened the door, the inner door skin and all that. I've just got to fucking put the door card back on and everything, and yeah, that's it. Look at that, tons of room. Shitloads of room. So I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. One of the things I had issues with was closing the door. Closing the door was a challenge. You had to do it a specific way. Oh, final mess. I picked up my fucking delivery of car parts the other day. But yeah, closing the door was a challenge. I found it was made easier if I copy the setup that the Town Ace had. The Town Ace didn't have a latch here. It had no latch here. It only had these things locking into those. Had no latch in the door. It's actually completely smooth there and there on the Town Ace. And it only runs that one latch back here. But the problem is, and I didn't work out how to solve this, my wife actually did. But the problem is, when you close it like a sliding door, like sliding it, right, thinking you're doing it the right way, that little nubbly in there was actually hitting this face of the latch. Don't know if that's going to focus. Yeah, there you go. It was hitting that latch face, meaning it's not going to lock in. And there was a very specific way you had to close it. And it was annoying as fuck because sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. I couldn't work out how to get around it. I tried adjusting the latch, I tried all sorts, even modifying the latches. And then the other day, my wife helped me with a delivery. And she opens the sliding door. I'm like, oh babe, there's a certain way you have to close it, you know. I let her know there's a certain way. She goes, oh yeah, yeah, no worries. I'm like, what the fuck? Babe, can you do that again? So I open the fucking door, she slides the front in, and just fucking pushes it in. And I'm blown away. I'm like, babe, you've just solved my problem. And it works every time shutting it like that too. So you're essentially, you have to do away with the trying to close it like a sliding door thing. It doesn't work. You have to close it like it's a regular fucking door, essentially, by latching the front end first and then just pushing it in. So yeah, credit to my wife for working that out. She fucking solved that dilemma. But yeah, the other thing is it's a bit messy in here, but I fit the Royal Lounge seats. And they are comfy as fuck, man. Super comfy. Another mod, I don't know if I actually reported on this or not in a video, but we've got, this is out of a Toyota Spacia van, which is the same van as Rahgo. It's the same van as the Town Ace. They just have a different front end again. And slightly different interior parts and crap like that. But because they're post-90s vans, they actually had a center console made of a more durable plastic than the factory Rahgo ones, which always go crumbly and shit. So I just had to drill a couple holes in it, and it bolted straight in, and it's sturdy as fuck. I'll just have to get a gear stick boot made up, and then I put the front console in with the drink holder, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's you know, it's slowly getting a few upgrades. And for the doof, but I've actually got basically the whole interior out of that Town Ace Royal Lounge, which is this nice blue colour. Even the rear seats that swivel, they rotate 180 degrees so they can talk to the rear passengers or whatever. I've got those. I don't plan on putting them in here because it's a delivery van, but I'm going to put the front, from the front forward sort of thing, is going to be completely changed to the Town Ace interior, which is blue, has nice carpet. The carpet in this is just fucked. So it's going to have electric windows and everything. Essentially, I'm going to be making my delivery vehicle for my business a super luxurious delivery vehicle from the seats forward. And then the rear end's just going to be delivery vehicle. Another thing I want to do is pull all these plastic panels off the sides and the rear. That's already done on this side, and I want to just cover it in sheet metal, just like galv or something like that. Just big fucking panels of sheet metal riveted on there, and it should look a lot neater than broken plastic and no fucking covers back there, and you know, make it a bit more presentable. Now the very last thing is I'm going to be getting, or I'm sourcing another hatch for this, because this one's got rust problem. It's not severe, it looks severe, but there's no holes. I just figure, instead of fucking around pulling the window out and repairing that rust, it's a white van, it's a white Rahgo, that's common as fuck. I could easily find a white hatch for this to avoid having to pull that window out and stuff around. So I may have sourced one or two, which I'm going to look at in a couple days. So I'll get that sorted, and then the rear end won't be so tacky. But the piece that I'm excited for is the Royal Lounge badge, which I'm going to put on it just for shits and giggles. Well, actually, that's the Town Ace badge off of it. This is the Royal Lounge badge off of the Town Ace. And as you may have seen in previous videos, I've been experimenting with restoring badges, and I used some red and blue pigments in this to get a really nice sort of amethyst purple colour, which really pops in the sunlight. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah. So that's going to be on the rear hatch, and then I just have to source some nice Rahgo badges. Eventually flares, deeper dish rear wheels. The fronts I'll keep the same because the fronts do poke a little bit anyway, enough to put thin flares on. And then, yeah, time for some sign writing, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the van's turning out so far. For a Rahgo, for a bloody unpopular as fuck people mover that nobody gave a shit about, it gets a fair amount of attention, surprisingly. So, makes for an interesting delivery vehicle. A comfy delivery vehicle too, actually. So I'll be keeping you all updated when I get round to doing the flares. Hopefully not too long now. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Catch us later.